Welcome back to another episode of the Cedar Falls Tiger Hiline Online. It is the new show made by Cedar Falls students for Cedar Falls students. First story we have this week is last week's basketball game, Cedar Falls Tigers against the Waterloo West Wahawks. Enjoy.
Feel that Tiger pride. On Tuesday, December 5th, the Cedar Falls Tigers won their second game of the season at a home game against the Waterloo West Wahawks, with a final score of 78-50. The Tigers previously won against West Delaware. Suffice it to say, Cedar Falls is off to a good start.
We have an experienced group and a hard-working group of kids, so the expectations are high.
Coach Divig chalks this up to the passion on the team, along with all their hard work.
But they've got great chemistry. They work hard together. They like each other. And I think you see that on the court because they really play for each other.
It's not just an individual game. You gotta trust everybody that's on the court with you.
Besides this, it could be the spirit-raising ability of the cheerleaders or the CF dance team who performed during the halftime show. Whatever it is, these guys love the game.
It's just really fun for me. I like the adrenaline that I get when I step on the court.
Senior A.J. Green has been catching a lot of attention this year due to his hard work and ability. He plans on playing for the University of Northern Iowa next year.
Win state, that's our goal pretty much every year, but I feel like this year we definitely have the guys to make it happen.
Of course, this season has not been without its difficulties. Starters Jackson Frericks and Tate Johnson are both out due to sickness and injury, respectively.
There's just going to be a bunch of little bumps in the road all on the way, whether that's injuries, get tough and overcome that, so just a bunch of little things that will pop up.
Based off these first two games, it's clear the Tigers have a bright season ahead of them. This has been Jaden Amjadi reporting for the Tiger Hiline.
Next up, we have a story done by Delaney Tate over Cedar Falls' very own Willa Ekrit. She is releasing her first album. Take a look.
16-year-old Willa Ekrit has dedicated her life to music through multiple honor choirs and orchestras, but now she takes her talents a step further by composing and recording her own music album. Take a look inside Willa's studio, where she explores her musical passion.
It's called Progressing, and it's because my motto in life is, if I'm progressing, then I'm okay. And so I wrote these songs just about life and a lot about creativity and how I even write songs. And so I think that Progressing just had the little title for everything.
Willa uses her father's studio, Jealous Dog Studio, to record her songs. Because she's still a student, Willa doesn't have time to go into the studio every day, but when she does, she spends nearly 2 hours perfecting her creations.
My parents would play guitar and sing for me because they're also musicians, and so I just always was interested in music, and I didn't know that I wanted to go to college or have a career in music until middle school, but I've always had a big interest in music. My long-term goal for music is probably teaching music, maybe writing some on the side, but also performing still.
This is Willa's second album. Her first was a collection of covers, but the songs on Progressing are all original and took her nearly a year to write.
Music has always been with me. In my life, people have come and gone, but I think music has been the only thing that has just stayed with me through my entire life and that I've always enjoyed. I started and I wrote something and it was terrible, but I kept going and I realized that if I work on this, and this, then I can get better. And I really like it because I can express myself through music, and I think it's just really fun.
This has been Delaney Tate reporting for the Tiger Hiline.
Next up, we have a story done by Elijah White to show you what goes on behind the scenes of the plays here at Cedar Falls High School.
When you watch a play, what you see is the beautiful artistry that is happening in front of you. What you don't see is the hard work that happened behind the scenes.
The last few weeks we've been building frames for the canvases you'll see out in the lobby.
The Shrek, we had to build the dragon, which was made out of 2x4s and chicken wire and newspaper. So it was a lot of work, but it turned out pretty great.
Most of what I do is lighting and light design. So gelling the lights and getting colors to them and setting up where the spotlights are going to be and where general lights need to be.
There were 54 plus people who worked behind the scenes doing what they love.
I like the end of it. I like seeing how all of the hard work is paid off in the end.
I do enjoy a lot of the construction aspects. I've always enjoyed working with tools, building things, that kind of thing. And of course, it's also nice to work with friends.
It's a good time to hang out with people and do some things that you wouldn't normally do, I guess.
This is kind of biased, but probably doing lights design, just because it's something that I was always really drawn to, and you can focus where the audience looks and what the mood of the whole scene is just based on the colors and the spots and the washes and everything like that. So
This year's fall play production of the 2-1X, I Never Saw Another Butterfly, and the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged were two great hits, but wouldn't be nothing without the help from those behind the scenes.
Thank you very much for watching. We will be back with another episode Tuesday, because we're changing the day now to Tuesday in the Tiger's Den. See ya!